Welcome to Family Math Workshop Part 1. We're going to do this into 3 parts so that you can watch this at your convenience. But let's start off. We need a question. So what do you call a chicken who counts her own eggs? Give up? It's a math chicken. So we do understand today that you are watching this because you have a student in your life that you want to help them reach the highest multiple. And we're going to discuss in these 3 parts just the surface of math struggles and math disabilities to help you understand what your student is going through. We want to help you develop learning for understanding and not just for completing tasks. And most importantly, we want to put the fun back into fundamental math. So let's divide right in. One of the first math disabilities we are going to look at is dyscalculia. Now, again, this is just a quick overview of math disabilities, or as I like to call them, math struggles or differences. According to Understood Team, dyscalculia makes math hard and is more common than you think and often overlooked. And the Understood Team is a great resource to dig deeper into understanding your child's struggle. What it does, it creates a barrier in the brain that makes understanding and retaining arithmetic skills difficult. So students struggle with number sense such as less than, more than, before, after, recalling math facts, counting, using math symbols, directional problems, reading a clock, and working with money. However, the area that is often overlooked is the strengths of these students. They are so creative. They have above average imaginative skills. They are strategic thinkers. They're very hands-on and they're practical. They are problem solvers and they love words and they're intuitive thinkers. Let us never forget that. And let's never let our students forget that. They come sit in a classroom and they are feeling, to use their words, dumb. Why are they not getting it when everyone else around them is? Well, that's because they have a barrier in their brain. And they need to see the mighty strengths they have that is going to, brick by brick, knock that barrier down. Dyscalculia is not an academic death sentence, even though it's very hard to say. Students can learn math, again, by using those strengths to help them tear down those bricks. But we need to keep in mind, they do learn differently. Now, Henry Winkler, an advocate and spokesperson for people with learning disabilities, said, "Somebody asked me if I could go back and start again with a different brain. Would I? Years ago," he replied, "I thought yes, I would. And now I know I wouldn't, because whatever challenges I had in school, I guess they forced me to where I am today. So now I see them as an asset." We need to help our students understand what took Henry Winkler years to discover, that this is all can be used to God's glory to help them to become stronger and better, and will be able to accomplish all things through Him. Now, we need to always give our students our hope and our help. And one of the big things they need is extra time. You're going to hear that a lot tonight. Extra time is so important. Don't put the pressure of trying to beat the clock or get done, as even if we don't put it on them, they'll put it on themselves. They see the students all around them getting done. They want to get done as well. Give them a quiet space to work and allow them to have plenty of manipulatives to work out the problems. If they still need to touch something or move something or count something, as long as they get the work done, their brain needs that extra support. Other things that can be used are things like graph paper, alarms, restate the problem for them, or allow them to restate the problem to you. Let them draw problems and review often. But most important, they need parent support. And for parents who've never struggled in math, it is sometimes hard to understand what your student is going through. Math disabilities come in a wide variety, and other disabilities have their effect on math, such as ADHD, dyslexia, processing, reading weaknesses, cognitive memory weaknesses, and language disorders. But the same help with dyscalculia will also help these other struggles. Again, the biggest thing is they need time. In fact, I don't really like calling them disabilities. I would rather say differences. They need to learn how their brain absorbs. So therefore, we must teach them in that fashion. And keep in mind, just because a student has one of these other differences listed, it does not necessarily mean automatically that they're going to struggle in math as well. Know your student. Math anxiety, a very common math struggle that's often downplayed. Just like this traffic, math can create in the brain a overload. And an overloaded brain cannot think. And if you cannot think, you cannot learn. It is indeed a reality. And the higher the anxiety is, the lower the level of performance will be. And don't be fooled. Math anxiety is equal among the boys and the girls. Math disabilities really is not a respecter of person. It will affect anyone that it can get its numbers on. There is hope and help. Do not feel that anxiety is again a death sentence. The biggest thing again they need is time. Reduce time restrictions. Take away a fear of public embarrassment. Make math fun. And don't forget the positive reinforcements to help your student through this anxiety. Okay, are you ready for a game break? Let's go. Question 1. Do math disabilities only affect girls? Question 2. Name one weakness of dyscalculia. Question 3. Name one help for math anxiety. Question 4. Name one strength of dyscalculia. All right. Use your totals on the side. Do the math. I hope you earned a lot of Monopoly money. And we are done with our workshop number 1. I can't wait to see you in workshop number 2.